Hey everybody, welcome back to the Her Sacred Place channel where we talk about all things related to your sacred place, your femininity, your beauty, your feminine mindset, and anything related to that in general. Yeah, so that's what this channel is all about, all things related to your sacred place. So I am excited to all of my clients or followers who celebrate Diwali. Happy Diwali. I am in this past year, I have been doing a lot with knowledge over ignorance. So I've been pouring into myself a lot of knowledge about things that I want to do or moving forward for the new year. So I'm excited about what 2023 has to bring for me as I pour into this new chapter in my life. But I want to start off saying, if you haven't already, make sure to visit hersacredplace.com and shop for all your feminine hygiene needs. We have soap, we have spray, we have body wash, we have Yoni wash, we have any type of product that you need for your sacred place to help you stay fresh and balanced and infection free down there without compromising your pH. And I have this sitting right here because I love this stuff. I love this feminine spray. The bottle is so cute. It doesn't even look like it is feminine spray. It could be air freshener. It could be something else, but who knows? It's feminine spray. So it's so pretty and it smells so good. So if you haven't already, make sure to go on our website, hersacredplace.com, and order you a bottle of feminine spray because this stuff is amazing. Also, if you don't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, sign up to our newsletter. We're everywhere. But to get into it, the point that I wanted to come on this video and talk about is how it's important not to lose yourself as well as lose your voice in a relationship. And I say this because I'm probably the only person in the world right now who has it seems like I'm the only person who hasn't been watching the Power series, but my boyfriend recently started me watching the Raising Kanan, which is a subset of the original Power series. But in this subset, I started watching the original one, so I'm like, I need to figure out what's going on and who these people are. But anyway, fast forward, I'm on season 3 now. And Tasha and Ghost has broken up, and her best friend, whose name is Keisha, asked her, like, okay, so what do you want to do? What do you like to do? What does you, what does you, Tasha, like to do? And she said something interesting to me. She said, I don't know. For the longest time, everything has just been what Ghost, who is her ex-husband, well, they're not divorced, but who is her separated husband at this point, everything has been what he's wanted to do. I've always centered my life around what he had going on, or what he think is best. I wore my hair the way he likes it. I wore everything that he liked me to wear. And I want to tell you guys that it's important as women that we don't let that happen in our relationships. I know it's easier said than done because a lot of us women just want to a lot of us women just want to not cause problems. So, if I wear my hair natural because he likes it natural rather than putting some type of weave or extensions in it, but now I have to get up 2 hours every day or an hour every day or whatever the case is to manage my natural hair, which I hate anyway, that's not really satisfying you as a person. You shouldn't do things, and I'm not saying Tasha did this, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. Number one is that you shouldn't do things your partner wants you to do just for the sake of making your partner happy. Because you should never compromise who you are to make him or her feel more of you, or make him or her like you more, or make him or her feel this type of way to you, even though you don't even like that. We shouldn't do that as women. And another thing is, in addition to compromising who we are or what we like to please our partner, another thing we as women tend to do, but I want to tell you ladies, like, we have to stop. We have to stop. I know we pour a lot into our relationships and we just feel like I'm giving, I'm giving, I'm giving. I'm doing what's best for my relationship. I'm doing what's best. But you have to still have a sense of who you are and a sense of yourself in your relationship. At any point in your relationship, if you like doing something, it doesn't say you have to neglect the kids. It doesn't say you have to neglect your relationship, your husband, your partner, your fiance, whoever it is. But if there's something that makes you happy, take time out to do that for yourself. Whether that's reading a book and you need everybody to go away to read a book, whether that is getting a manicure, whether that is getting your hair done, whether that is getting a hotel room, whether that is splurging on a nice gift for yourself because you feel like you want to splurge on a nice gift for yourself. Always do something, regardless of what it is, at least every month that makes you happy. Always, like, if you can't do it more often than that, put in your calendar, just like we write everything else in our calendar. We write when we got to work in our calendar. We write when we got to pick up the kids in our calendar. We write birthdays and anniversaries and all this stuff. Write in your calendar, this week, I am going to do blah for myself. And make sure that you do that every single month. Do whatever you want to do for yourself. Now, personally, I just recommend doing it on a Friday because Fridays is the day of Venus and it's the day of love and taking care of yourself and beauty and all of that good stuff. But it doesn't have to be a Friday. If you work long hours on Fridays and you're off on Sundays, whatever day it is, make sure that you're always doing something for yourself that you like to do, because you still hold on to that while you're in a relationship or a situation or a marriage or whatever with your significant other. You have to keep that sense of self. Like, what do I like to do? What do I not like to do? How do I like to wear my hair? I'm not saying nothing is wrong with, okay, I'm wearing my hair natural because I want to please you. I know you like it this way, so I'm doing it because I know you like it this way for this 2 months or 3 months or 1 month or 1 week, whatever the case may be. But to say I've gotten to the point where I'm only wearing my hair like this and it's such a hassle to me and I actually hate having my hair out and all of that stuff, and I'm just using this as an example, because you like it this way, you're now degrading your sense of self to be in a relationship with somebody. And from that, you're going to notice that you're compromising with a lot of things once you start compromising with 1 or 2 things. And whatever we do in our relationship as women starts to follow us in our everyday life. So you may notice that now you're compromising in your relationship. Now you're compromising with your job. Maybe you had to drive. Maybe you was trying to get out of that job and you was actively job searching and everything. Now you're like, oh, I guess I'm fine with it because it's really flexible. I'm fine with it because even though it's not a lot of money, I'm not struggling. I'm fine with it because you start to compromise in other areas of your life because you've compromised in your relationship so much to that now subconsciously all you know to do is compromise. You never want better. You never speak up. You never look for anything better because you have now subconsciously gotten used to compromising in every sense of your being. So like I said, number 1, I feel like always do something that you yourself you like to do. Like me as LaQuinta, I like reading books, and now I love meditating. I've got to the point where I love meditating and I'm getting better at it. I am no way an expert at it, but I feel like I'm getting better at it. I love just sitting with myself and thinking to myself. And so every day I do that. And sometimes I may not, or every day I try to do that, but if I miss a day, I make sure the next day I do it because that's something that I want to do for myself. So if it's something that you like to do or something that you used to like to do and you still like it, you just don't have time, make time, put it in your calendar. Do that. That was one thing. And the other thing, like I say, don't do something you don't like to do for the sake of your relationship. Going back to the example that I was using as a hypothetical example, Don't wear your hair a certain type of way because your significant other wants you to wear it that way and you hate it. Don't dress a certain type of way because that's the way he wants you to dress, but you don't like being dressed that way. Not saying that you have to dress promiscuous or dress what you dress how you like to dress. And if he doesn't like that, then maybe you are with the wrong person anyway. You shouldn't compromise yourself to make him always feel better. And the last thing that I want to talk about before I end this video is making sure that you are able to have a voice in your relationship. This is the most important thing I feel like women forget, but it's very, very important that we do. We have to have a voice in our relationship. We have to be able to speak what's on our mind freely without feeling like I'm going to be ostracized, feeling like it's going to start an argument, feeling like he's going to belittle me, or even more, feeling like he's going to dismiss what you're saying. Because the most hurtful thing a guy can do to us is for us to express our feelings and he just dismisses it like, whatever, I don't care. Like, whoa. You know? So you gotta have a voice. You gotta be able to speak with your partner. If you like something, let him know you like that. If you love this thing about him, let him know you love this thing about him. You know, I love that you are confident about yourself. I love the way that you are able to speak to people. I love the way that you treat me as a woman. I love the way you are with your kids. I love the way that you are with my kids. You have to be able to voice that to him. However, everything isn't all gravy and love and everything isn't all good all the time. You also have to be able to express to him things that you don't like that he do. I don't like that you don't answer my phone call when I call you. I don't like that you dismiss my feelings. I don't like when you tell me, oh, you must be on your period or you must be having PMS symptoms. I don't know what you're wrong. I don't like the way you make me feel when you say that. We have to be able to communicate these things with our significant other in a nice, healthy, conversational situation in order to have a healthy relationship. And more often than not, the woman is the one who's not expressing these things, expressing her true feelings in the relationship because, like I said, she's afraid of, or not necessarily afraid, may not be the word, but she doesn't want to start an argument. Or she doesn't want him to dismiss her, or she doesn't want this, or she doesn't want to seem like the person who always have something negative to say or looking for a problem. Sometimes we aren't looking for a problem. The problem is there right in our face. We just ain't addressing it. And before you know it, a week, a month, a year, a decade, or whatever has gone on, and you had this problem last year. You had this problem 2 years ago. I didn't like when you was doing that 2 years ago. But now it's all boiled up in me and it comes out in rage, where 2 years ago we could have addressed this and it wouldn't have been like that. But you gotta have a voice in your relationship. You gotta be able to speak to your significant other freely, whether that's negative or whether that's positive. And you guys can do that exercise with your significant other. Because, you know, men aren't really those emotional type beings like women are. An exercise that you can do with them is to say, let's talk about 3 things that we love about each other. And let's have a conversation about 3 things that we don't like about each other. Or not necessarily we don't like, but 3 things that we want to work on. And it may be as simple as that. And it can heal you without feeling like you've lost your voice. Because, oh my God, blocking your throat chakra can cause a lot of problems physically with your health. Can cause a lot of problems. So in that episode of Power the other day, when she said that, it just prompted me to come on here and talk about that. And I wanted to talk to you guys, you ladies, about those 3 things when it comes to your relationship, because it's something that we tend to lose more often than not, especially when we're the ones who's taking care of the family and we don't work or we don't do this or we don't feel like we have this. But you never want to not constantly do things you don't want to do. Number one, I'm just going to repeat these three so I can end this. Number one, you never want to constantly do things that you don't like to do just because your partner wants you to do it. In any situation. If you don't like it or you hate that, stop it. Don't no longer do that. That doesn't make you happy. You're subconsciously making yourself good enough for someone else. And we as women, we're already good enough as the beings that we are. We're good enough the way that we are. You don't have to do something that you dislike because he likes it. And the second thing is that always do something that you do like at least every month. If you're good, do it at least every week. If you're great, do it at least every day. You know, if you can. But don't ever let a month go by without doing something that you personally like doing for yourself. Whether that is that you're the type of person who likes to get your nails done. Make sure you go and treat yourself and get your nails done. Do whatever you got to do that you like doing. If you like hiking, no matter how busy life may be, schedule in time to take a walk or go on a hike. Do something that you like doing outside of the family and the kids, the husband, the boyfriend. Anything, not that you like doing as a family, that you like doing by yourself. Take the time out every month to do that. And the last thing I want to say is have a voice in your relationship. Be able to talk to your significant other and be able to express your negative, your positive, your just cause. Be able to express everything. And if you can't express any and everything in your relationship, sorry to tell you, but you might want to get out of that, honey. If there's some things that you can't say because you're scared to say it, that's probably something you don't need to be in. If there's some things to say because you don't know how you're going to hurt his feelings by saying it, and you can't have an adult conversation about this, you probably are with an emotionally unavailable or an emotionally unintelligent, as Storm Monroe would say. He's probably an emotionally unintelligent guy, and you probably should move on. So I just wanted to come on here a little bit and talk to you guys about that after that went out yesterday. But if you don't already, after that, I saw that video a couple of days ago. But if you don't already, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and sign up to the newsletter because I have a lot of information coming soon. And we're going to dive into Black Friday sales soon. So get rid of all of those other scary feminine hygiene products that ain't doing nothing but causing you problems all the time, and shop hersacredplace.com for all your feminine hygiene needs. Okay, and we ship nationwide. So, as I say, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.